Hello, welcome to my videos and my blog. In this time, I'm going to talk about the NBA standings week 10. Well, first of all, this is my first video of the new year, the 2024. So, first of all, I want to wish you a happy new year, and I hope you are enjoying this moment with your family or your loved one. I hope this can be a very great year for you and for your family and your loved one. So let's talk about this. So yesterday finished the week 10 of games in the NBA 2023-2024 season. Finished the year, the first 10 weeks of the regular season of games, and today we'll start the week 11 and the new year. So let's talk about how are the NBA standings after 10 weeks of games. So let's start like the other video, like the Eastern Conference. In this conference again, the Celtics are ruling this conference. They are the best team in the conference and in the league. They have the best record in this moment with a record of 26-6, where they have been leading this conference by they have been the best team since the last 3 or 4 weeks. They have the record. They are undefeated to this moment in the home with a record 16-0, and in this moment they have a 6 winning streak, and they have won 9 out of the last 10 games. Another team that is playing a very great basketball, but most of the fans and the Spurs RNC are the Bucks. They have a second record in the conference with the record 24-A. They have also were playing a very great game in home. They just have 2 losses, but they in the last 10 games they are winning nine games, and the tier best team are the 76ers with the record of 22-10. To be honest, I didn't expect that the 76ers had a very great record, because remember that James Carter was transfer to the Clippers. So, in my opinion, how I said in the last video, I think that these three teams, the Celtics, the Bucks, and the 76ers, are the best three teams of the conference, and one of the best team in the league. And I think that these three teams will fight to win the Western Conference in the finals in the next summer. So in the fourth place are the Miami Heat and the Orlando Magic. They have the same record. So the Florida teams are playing a very great basketball. They are in the 4 and 5 place with the same record, 19-13. How I told you, I'm very surprised that with the Orlando Magic, because I didn't expect that they were playing a very great basketball and to be in the first place in this moment. But they are playing great. The Cavaliers, they are having a lot of problems in this season, but they are having a very great problem. But in the end, they are there. They are in the sixth place with the record 18-14, and they are very close to the Florida teams, the Miami Heat and the Orlando Magic, and they are there in this moment in the playoffs. So the season ending today, the Celtics, Bucks, 76ers, Miami Heat, and Orlando Magic and Cleveland Cavaliers will qualify direct to the playoffs. In the seventh place are the Pacers. They have a record of 17-14. They remember that they were in the first places in the conference in the first 5 weeks, but later they fell. But they are playing a great basketball. And in the eighth place are the New York Knicks with a record of 17-15. Remember the last Saturday they made so transfer. They broke a Raptor player. I don't remember the name, and they signed several players. Let's see if this can improve the New York Knicks game and possibilities to enter to playoffs and win it. I don't think so, because they need a great or a top player to have possibilities to win this conference. But let's see, the season is still early. In the ninth place are the Brooklyn Nets, and in the 10th place are the Chicago Bears with the record of 15-19. Remember that most of us, and in the first week of the season, we thought that the Chicago Bears, Chicago Bulls, I'm confunding the sports. So the Chicago Bulls, it looked like that they were gonna to tank because they wanted to transfer and they will play a very bad basketball. But remember the Zach Lavin, yes, injured, and they were play a very great basketball since he's out. So in this moment they are in playing position. They are in the playing position. So if the season ended today, the Pacers, the Knicks, the Nets, and the Bulls will play in the playing. The Atlanta Hawks that played a very bad basketball, but remember that they were in the in the first they were in the between the 7 to 10 place. In this moment they are out, but they need to win to enter to the playing position. And in the 12th position are the Raptors. That remember that who I told you a few seconds ago. They send one of his star to New York Knicks, and they receive several players. Let's see if they can improve his basketball level and fight to enter to the playing tournament. And in my opinion, how I see the NBA since the Boston to the Raptors, all these teams are playing to enter to the playoffs, and the other three the other and they will play to enter to the playoffs. And in my opinion, the Hornets, the Wizards, and the Pistons are one of the worst team in the league, and they are in this moment eliminated from this from this tournament. The Hornets that they have a record 7-23, they have 10 consecutive losses. They are playing a very bad basketball. The Wizards, what I can say about the Wizards, they are the second worst team in this conference with a record 6-26, and the Pistons, they are the worst team in this moment. They have a record of 3-29. But the most important is that this last Saturday they could have 28 consecutive losses when they defeated the Raptors, and this was amazing because if the Pistons lost the last Saturday, they they will tie the longest losing streak in the USA history. But they could that streak, and in this moment they are the worst team of the league. But they have a great game, and they won after 2 months. And in the Western Conference, in my opinion, this is the best conference, and you can see here that they are very close, each one. The Timberwolves are the best team in this conference for four or five consecutive week. They have the best record in the conference and the second best record in the league. They have a record 24-7, and they have won 7 out of the last 10 games. The second best team for 4 consecutive weeks are the Oklahoma Thunder. They are playing a very great basketball. They are a very young people. They have a record 22-9. In my opinion, they will need to transfer for another veteran player or a better player, so they have the possibility to win the Western Conference. But that is still early in the season. The Nuggets, they remember that they are the reigning champion team. They were playing a very good basketball in the first 6 weeks. No, in the first 5 weeks. Later they fail, or they play a very bad basketball later in the 3 weeks. And in these last 2 weeks, they are playing a very good basketball, and they rose the position because they fail until the play 6 or 7. In this moment, they are the third best team in the team. Third best team in the conference. In the fourth place are the Clippers that play a very great basketball. They are remember that when James Harden was contract, they play a very bad basketball. They lost 7 or 9 out of the 10 games, but later they improved, and in this moment they are in the fourth place with the record 19-12. And the Kings, nobody is talking about the Kings, but they are in the fifth place. They are playing a lot of great basketball, but nobody is talking about that. And the Mavericks, they are in the sixth place. In my opinion, they have the best player in this moment, the Luka Doncic, but they are there in the sixth place. Remember that Kyrie Irving is injured. He's not played until this moment, I think so. And Luka Doncic is playing a tremendous basketball level, but I think that he needs more help to have possibilities to qualify and to win the championship. So if the season ending today, the Timberwolves, the Thunder, the Nuggets, the Clippers, the Kings, and the Mavericks will qualify to the playoffs directly. So in the seventh place are the Pelicans. They have the same record that the Mavericks, but you can see that in this conference you can win some games, one or two games and rise, or you can lose 1, 2, 3 games and fall out of the playoffs. So in the eighth place are the Phoenix Suns. Remember that in the last week they were out of the playoff zone, but now they are in. My Lakers, they are a record of 17. They have been playing a very bad basketball since they won the NBA season tournament the last December night, where since that day they have just won 3 games and lost 8 games. They are playing a very bad basketball. In this moment they have a record of 17. In this moment they are in playing zone, but they need to win this week, because this week they will play 3 games against the Heat, the Grizzlies, and the Clippers. And if they lost the 3 games or two, the most probably is they are going to be out of the playing zone in the end of the season. And the Rockets, they have the same record as the Lakers, a 500 record, but they have 4 games less than the Lakers. And the Warriors, they aren't playing a very sorry, if the season ending today, the Pelicans, the Suns, the Lakers, and the Rockets will play in the playing tournament. And the Warriors, they are having complication in this season. Remember that they play a very bad basketball, and Damon Green was suspended for a long time. And they are playing a bad basketball. But remember that the last week, after Damon Reed was suspended, they played two great weeks where they have 5 consecutive wins. But this week they play a very bad basketball, and they are in this moment out of the playing tournament position. And the Jazz, nobody's talking about that. I thought that they were eliminated a few weeks ago, but they are playing a very, very great basketball. In this moment, they are fighting to enter to the playing zone. They have won 7 out of the last the 10 games, and they are playing game. And the Grizzlies, since Jay Moran started, Jay Moran come back to play. Remember that he was suspended the first 25 games for some problem in the outside of the basketball. They are won 4 out of the last 10 games. They are playing great basketball since Jay Moran come back to play, and they are gonna to fight to enter to the play-in. I think they will qualify to the playoffs. And the Trailblazers and the Spurs, they are the worst team in this conference and one of the worst team in the league. They are, in my opinion, eliminated, because I don't know how they are gonna to qualify, because they don't have the enough quality talent to qualify to the playoffs. And the Spurs, I know they have the Ben Bayam. He's playing a great basketball, but this is not enough, and he needs to learn about this, and later he's gonna to improve and start to winning. So here's one my opinion about how are the NBA standings after the 10 weeks of games. See you next video. Gibran.